There's nothing more electric in basketball than a comeback. 1 second, a team is down bad, fans heading for the exits, and the next, it's mayhem. It's madness. It's a moment that rewrites history. These are the 10 NBA comebacks that made crowds absolutely lose their minds. And trust me, some of these made legends. Some broke hearts, and some were so insane, they still don't make sense today. 10. The Celtics erase a 32-point deficit. 2022. This one wasn't just a comeback, it was a statement. The Boston Celtics were getting embarrassed, down 32 points to the Milwaukee Bucks in their own house. Fans were booing. The game looked over. But Jason Tatum had other plans. Along with Jaylen Brown, Boston flipped the switch and played like their legacy depended on it. Possession after possession, they locked up Giannis, drained threes, and brought the crowd back to life. When Derek White hit that transition three to tie the game, TD Garden turned into a war zone. From dead silent to full-on chaos. The Celtics ended up stealing that game 121-117, and the fans lost their damn minds. 9. Kawhi's Raptors storm, back from 30 versus Dallas, 2019. People forget just how wild this was. The Raptors, post-championship, found themselves getting cooked by Luca and the Mavs. They were down 30 points in the third quarter. Enter Kyle Lowry. The veteran guard took it personal, going full pitbull mode on defense and taking over offensively.
Well, Kyle Lowry, watch, he turns the Jets on right here. Boucher at the same time saw his man go down.
And with every stop, the Scotiabank Arena crowd grew louder, hungrier. By the time Chris Boucher slammed it home to take the lead, the arena was practically shaking. Final score, 110-107 Raptors. One of the greatest regular season comebacks and one of the wildest crowd reactions Canada's ever seen. 8. LeBron's Heat, comeback versus Cavs, 2013. Talk about drama. LeBron, now with the Miami Heat, came back to Cleveland where fans were still booing him like he stole something. And at first, it looked like they had their revenge. The Cavs were up by 27 points in the third. Cleveland fans were partying, chanting, celebrating too early. But LeBron went nuclear. He scored 25 points in the second half alone, completely silencing the crowd. And the best part? Every time he hit a dagger, he turned and stared them down. By the end, the Heat won 98-95.
LeBron, pull up three. It's good!
And the arena went from chaos to stunned silence. That comeback hurt more because of the history behind it. 7. T-Mac's 13 points in 33 seconds, 2004. This one is the stuff of legend. The Rockets were down 8 points with just 35 seconds left against the Spurs. Fans had already started heading out. Nobody saw this coming. Then Tracy McGrady activated God mode. First, a three, then a steal, another three. The Spurs missed free throws. And somehow, with 1.7 seconds left, T-Mac pulled up from deep and nailed a fourth three. The crowd exploded like Houston had just won the finals. Final score, Rockets 81, Spurs 80. McGrady did the impossible, and every single fan who left early probably cried in the parking lot. 6. The Clippers' 31-point comeback versus Warriors, 2019 playoffs. Everyone thought the Golden State Warriors had this one in the bag. Up by 31 points in the second half, Steph was shimmying, KD was smirking, Oracle Arena was loud, too loud, because that noise woke up Patrick Beverley and Lou Williams. What followed was pure chaos. The Clippers, who didn't have a single All-Star, fought back like a team possessed. Lou Will was hitting circus shots, Montrezl Harrell was dunking like Shaq, and the crowd. You could feel the momentum change like a wave, one that drowned the mighty Warriors. Final score, 135-131 Clippers. The largest comeback in NBA playoff history. And the building went absolutely insane. 5. Lakers versus Blazers, Game 7, 2000. It's the year 2000, Game 7 of the Western Conference Finals. The Portland Trail Blazers are up 15 points in the fourth quarter on the Shaq and Kobe Lakers. Staples Center, silent. Fans were frozen, watching their season slip away. But then, Kobe took over. Not just with buckets, with leadership.
Kobe, it's a two-pointer.
He hit a floater, then a three. He found open shooters, and just like that, the Blazers got shook. They missed 13 straight shots, completely rattled. Then came the lob. Kobe crossed half court, sliced through defenders and lofted it high. Shaq soared, caught it midair and slammed it home. His iconic point to the Raptors said it all. The building went ballistic. From dead and buried to legendary. That comeback didn't just save the game, it birthed a three-peat dynasty. One moment, one lob, one roar that shook the NBA. 4. Luca's triple-double masterclass versus Knicks, 2022. This one felt unreal. The Mavericks were down 9 points with 33 seconds left to the Knicks. It was over. The Knicks even had a 99.9% chance of winning. But Luka Doncic had a different plan. He hit clutch shot after clutch shot, forced a miss, and then with just seconds left, missed a free throw on purpose, grabbed his own rebound, and hit the game-tying floater. The crowd lost it. Then, in OT, Luca took over again. 60 points, 21 rebounds, 10 assists, the first stat line of its kind in NBA history. Fans were hugging strangers, screaming like they just witnessed a miracle, because they had. 3. Cavs come back from 3-1 versus Warriors, 2016 Finals. Let's be real. This wasn't just a comeback. It was one of the greatest turnarounds in NBA history. The Golden State Warriors had just finished a record-setting 73-win season.
This is a tough time right now. They've already given up 5 threes. Green, the drive, left hand.
Widely seen as the most dominant regular season team ever. The Cleveland Cavaliers were down 3-1 in the finals. No team had ever come back from that deficit to win a championship. The trophy was practically engraved, but LeBron James and Kyrie Irving weren't done.
Nice feed inside and Draymond Green.
In Game 5, both LeBron and Kyrie dropped 41 points, the first teammates to do so in a finals game. Game 6, LeBron did it again, forcing a decisive Game 7. Then came the finale, a game that rewrote history. With the score tied late, Andre Iguodala drove in for a layup, only to be met by LeBron's legendary chase-down block. Moments later, Kyrie nailed a cold-blooded three over Curry. And to seal it, Kevin Love, the most unlikely defender, locked up Curry on the final possession. Cleveland had waited 52 long years for a major sports title. When the final buzzer sounded, it wasn't just a win. It was an emotional eruption. This wasn't just a comeback. It was redemption for an entire city. 2. The Kings' 25-point comeback in Game 6 versus Lakers, 2002. This was the peak of the Lakers-Kings rivalry, Game 6 of the Western Conference Finals. The Kings were up big, by as much as 25 points. Arco Arena was rocking. Fans were ready to dance on the Lakers' grave. But that's when the refs entered the chat. Suddenly, the whistle only went one way. The Lakers shot 27 free throws in the fourth quarter alone. And to make it worse, Big Shot Bob, Robert Horry, hits the dagger 3 at the buzzer. Staples Center went nuclear. Kings fans? Absolutely stunned. Some still call it rigged, but that comeback, sketchy or not, flipped the entire series, and the Lakers went on to win the title. 1. The greatest comeback ever, Kings erase 29 versus Timberwolves, 2023. This one is fresh and completely nuts. It's 2023. The Sacramento Kings are getting destroyed by the Wolves, down 29 points in the third quarter.
Here's Anthony Edwards. Falling, firing.
Fans were leaving early. Twitter was roasting them. But De'Aaron Fox and Malik Monk decided to cook. They outscored Minnesota 63-31 the rest of the way. And the moment the Kings took the lead, Golden One Center became a madhouse.
Conley, pocket pass, Gobert! Beautifully done.
Final score, 128-125. The biggest comeback in franchise history, and one of the wildest nights Sacramento has ever seen. Kings fans were crying, chanting, "Light the beam." They weren't just watching a game, they were watching a miracle. Comebacks like these aren't just wins, they're legacy moments. Moments where belief becomes reality, and where arenas turn into Thunderdomes. Because in the NBA, no lead is ever safe. And when the crowd gets going, anything can happen. Now, if you thought these comebacks were wild, wait until you see the moments when NBA players used 100% of their brains. Tap the next video right now and witness the smartest plays in NBA history. Don't miss it.